Hiya! In this video we're going to go over how to use array um, or how to use a rectangular array. And to do that we're going to make this part here. This is from a packet of practice parts that I use to practice my AutoCAD. So when I pause and look like I'm looking at something or sound like I'm looking at something, it's because I probably am. So I went ahead and drafted the two-dimensional shape here. Let's look at that from the top. Heyo. So this can be arrayed right now. I'm going to go ahead and make it a three-dimensional solid first. So I'm just going to extrude it, and it is supposed to be 6 millimeters thick. And to make it look like it's actually supposed to, I'm going to get rid of those two chunky chunks in the middle. Great. And then I'm also going to rotate it into the axis that it will end up in eventually. So I'm going to use a 3D rotate, spin it 90 degrees, and there we have it. All right. In order to make my life a little bit easier, I'm going to change the view so that I'm looking at front view. So essentially what I have now is my XY plane in the orientation that will be most useful to me as I go to array this. So I'm going to start my array command by typing array. It's going to ask me which kind, rectangular, path, or polar. I could use path. It wouldn't work very well. Rectangular is the correct choice here. So I'll hit enter, and you'll notice that I have way more than I need. So we need to do some settings fussing. I only need one row, so I'm going to change this to 1. And I need 6 columns total. So now I have the right number there. And then this between number, well, if I look at this drawing, let me pull this back over here. If I look at this drawing, I can see that this edge here is only 45 millimeters away from this edge here. By the way, the units don't matter in this situation. They just don't. This is practice. This isn't really being made. So let's just move on with our lives. So that means that that's the distance from the beginning of one to the end of the other. So let's say we want to change this between number to 45 and see if that does what we want it to. Looks like it to me. The total distance from end to end should be 275. Look at that. Perfect. So once that is the way that I think it should be, and it is, I'm going to hit close array. And now I really want those all to be part of the same part, right? Like this isn't 6 different parts that are separate. This should be one part. So to be able to do that, I actually need to explode this first. And what exploding does is it takes it from being an array to no longer an array. So when I hit explode, all of these pieces that were behaving as a group now behave as individuals. And I can just select them all and say uni. Oh, this is one of the ones that is backwards. Uni, then select them all, and then they become 1. You can, of course, use array to do all kinds of things, but this is one application for a polar array. I hope that was helpful. If not, sorry about it. Ask questions. Cool, thanks.